Hey everyone, welcome to the EST567 Slack team. Just want to give you a brief overview of what Slack is. You had a few videos to watch prior to getting to this video, so hopefully you have a general idea on what Slack does. It basically enables teams to work better together, and a team can be something from a business perspective. It could be possibly education, students working on a project. It could just be nothing that has to do with work at all. You could just have a team for your family or your friends, or maybe you have a hobby or a club. It just enables communication better without having to go through email and various other applications and kind of all pulling them together. Slack is kind of like a main hub for all of that, which it can do through its application integration, which I'll get into later. But basically, I made a simple team for EST567. You heard some of those terms beforehand in the videos: team, channels, messages, direct messages, group messages, app integration. I'm just going to show you briefly what those are. So this whole window here is your team. Everything you need is going to be in this window. This window looks the same whether you're looking at it on your PC or Mac or on your mobile device, whether it's Android or iOS. You have your channels. Channels are topic specific rooms, so to speak. So you have the general and random channel, which are default for every Slack team. And then you can add, as an administrator, different channels to the team, and your members of your team can join those channels. You don't have to join every channel because every channel might not be relevant to everybody. But channels are also have the ability to be associated with certain users and not with certain users. So it's kind of good if you want to keep things segregated a bit. Then you have your messaging area. Your messaging area is for direct messages. So think IMs. Like if I wanted to IM Mildred, I could send her a message. Or if I wanted to form a group of people, such as if we had Mildred, myself, James, Johanna, you could all put them into a group and you can message them like that. You could do the same in a channel, which just has to do with certain people. But if you want to keep it into a specific, just a messaging environment, that's what you would use right here. And then you have your apps. So as you see, these are the apps that I added to the workspace. So we have a poll app, Google Drive, Screenleap, Google Calendar, another screencasting program called Appear, and Google Hangouts. So the great part about adding these is you can kind of call upon a Google Hangout just with a command. Like you could type in /hangout and boom, a Google Hangout is created. It's a lot easier than having to go to Google and then creating your Hangout from there and inviting people. And the Hangout link appears right in the channel. A Google Calendar integration, for example, I link up my Google Calendar to a Slack channel. When I put a addition into my calendar, it makes a post into that Slack channel so everybody can see it. So they don't need to worry about going off to the calendar. They can just see it right in a specific channel. So I made a channel for class assignments. So then you can see EST567 new calendar event, Mildred and Steve web presentation, session 7 assignment due. All I did was add those to the calendar and then it added it to my Slack channel. And to go back to the apps, we got Google Drive. Puts in your associates your Google Drive with it. So if you wanted to just post up documents straight from your Google Drive to here, you can. You could also drag and drop them in. But the nice part about adding them from Google Drive is it's basically a link to that document. So now if you change that document over time, everybody's accessing the most up-to-date content. And you can also pin documents to the channel. So if you had a spreadsheet that you're constantly working on, you could pin it to the top so people can always get to it when they need that. Polling is exactly what it is. You can poll, do you like this, A, B, and C? And people answer the poll. It's kind of good for instant feedback. And the screencast video conferencing integrations for Appear and Google Hangouts and Screenleap as well. Now, these are just 6 of them. There are hundreds. There are tons. There's everything from simple ones to if you want to put in a funky GIF, you can do that. Or if you wanted to have bots in here that analyze the data and crunch it and give you the information you need. So you can make it as easy or as difficult as you want. So I structured this EST567 team as kind of like a template for using it as a class, like a learning management system. So now it's one of the slides prior is how to use Slack as an LMS. Slack was never meant to be an LMS, but people are using it for that or trying to. And I can see how you can do that. So it's just I wanted to kind of put that example here so that everybody else can see. So, we have the general area. So now just for general class talk. But then we have project teams. So I could say I'm giving half the class project team 1, half the class project team 2. I could just assign you to that channel. Nobody else can get into it other than who's assigned. And it's a great place for you to work on, class projects together. And here's areas for session 4, 5, and 6. So if we had assignments that were due for those sessions, assignments could be posted up into there. Communication for those specific sessions could take place in this channel, kind of keeps it all together, very similar to our Blackboard style communication. And then when people want to submit their assignments, they could go here. Now, this could be where you're working on your project and you just add your Google Drive or you add your Google document. So you could just go into here, access my files, and put them in. And then my assignment is now submitted to the channel, and whoever the professor is for the class can receive it from there. And then I have one for Let's Meet Up. So if this was we want to start a Google Hangout. So if I do /Hangouts, there you go, new Google Hangout. Good morning. So basically that's it. That's it. So easy to do. You don't have to go anywhere else. And the other one I had was Appear. Same thing. /Appear, a new conference. There you go. So, doesn't get much easier than that. You need people to join up. Just put a link in right there, and there's your conference room. Another great feature of Slack is being able to call out people. So just like you would on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, doing @John Smith, that person is going to get notified when their name's called. So if I was to say, not many members of this team yet, but hopefully there will be after you all join. But if I did at Steve Evans and I wanted to send myself a message, I'm going to do it right now from my mobile. And then it's going to appear in the channel, and also I should get a notification from my system that somebody's looking for me. So it's a little bit delayed, but see, at Steve Evans, did you see this week's assignment? So if you have notifications turned on, I think I actually have notifications turned off on my machine right now, but if you have notifications turned on, you're going to see a pop-up in the corner for Mac, for PC, similar. And you're going to see it right on the main screen of your iOS or Android device as well. And this is a great way of knowing that somebody's trying to get in touch with me, or somebody needs me in this specific channel. So it gives you a heads up as to what's going on, and you never miss anything. And as for that, I kind of just wanted to go over it real quick. I went real fast. There's so much more I could go into with this program, but I just want to do it as a brief introduction to Slack. I'm hoping you all follow the instructions after this to join the Slack team and take a look at it for yourself, and maybe find a purpose for it, either in the classroom, at your job, or just in personal life. I use it at my job. I've used it in class for assignments. I've used it with my friends for fantasy football talk. So it's whatever you want to do, whatever you want to make of it. And you can have as many Slack teams as you want. So, but good luck.